Sarah Blasko, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Preparing for a solo tour, I know you've done a few shows solo, but a tour. Do you have to get yourself into a different mindset, psych yourself up in a different way?
Yeah, I think totally. I mean, it's really going to be like nothing I've ever done before. So in some respects, I'm not entirely sure who I'm going to be and how I'm going to be. So I'm kind of really intrigued by that, and I think it's really good for me at this point in time to sort of have that feeling about something. I mean, I think I always feel like that whenever I do a tour to a degree. I don't really know how it's going to be. There's new material and you're not sure what, there's always something new comes out when you start the tour. But yeah, I think that it's just going to be a very, just a very lonely person in a rehearsal studio. But yeah, I've got ideas about how it's all going to be, but I guess I've still got a little bit of a way to go between now and then. But
why are you doing a solo tour?
I think I felt that with my last record, I'd just done one tour, and I've always done a city tour and then a tour that that covers more regional areas. And I felt like I hadn't quite ended that, sort of rounded off that time. And so I felt like before I went and put out another record that it was really important to me to just do some more shows of this time, to sort of signify this time. Before I move on to something else. And I guess I just didn't want to do it in a way that I'd done it before. I mean, I've done stripped back shows in Australia with two other people in my band, and I've done band shows, but I've never done shows completely on my own. And so I thought it would be kind of a really fun adventure and something really unique for the people that I was going to see. And some of the places I haven't been for a while as well, so I thought it would be nice to do something different.
Do you think you could have done this 10 years ago? Would you have felt comfortable doing a solo show?
In some ways, I think I would have felt more comfortable doing it 10 years ago because I hadn't kept sort of growing what I hadn't had a chance to grow what I was doing yet. And so I hadn't done a show with an orchestra and done a show with a 6-piece band and everything. And so I think that, in my career, I guess, sort of been bigger ensembles, and I started out pretty small, it was just me and one other person, or I think then was when I'd done a few shows on my own, so in a way probably it would have felt more comfortable, so it kind of feels good to be getting back in touch with who I am as as an individual, on stage.
It's not just because you pissed off so many musicians, no one wants to do everything again.
There's probably some pissed off people along. There have been some pissed off people along the way.
Trail.
Not a long trail, sort of a shortish trail, but there's been a couple. Yeah.
Well, what is it that's particularly exciting about the shows, apart from not knowing? Maybe that is not knowing what's going to be. Is there anything that's scary about it?
Well, everything's pretty much scary about it. But I think that it's scary, but there's a real freedom in just being able to play the songs on your own. You can take them wherever you want them to go. I can kind of abandon all the sort of the structures and the chords and stuff, and just completely do them in a different way if I want to, or I don't know. It feels like it's actually, the options are greater in some ways.
Do you plan on featuring any new songs? I presume you've been writing.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of making a new record, so I'm actually mostly finishing it before I start this tour, and then I'm going to mix it once I finish the tour. Yeah,
so you've been writing songs for your album. You've also been writing Seek a Lover Keeper songs.
Yeah, Seek a Lover Keeper, we've just started writing a couple of songs. We haven't gotten too far down the track, but yeah, we've definitely made a good start. So yeah.
Were you able to separate in your head the two songs, or the songs in the two areas?
Yeah, definitely, because actually this time we've decided to write together, because the last record we all brought songs individually and then we sung each other's songs, whereas this time we were really interested in the idea of actually, just sitting down together and writing together, which has been a very illuminating thing for all of us, because we were quite, I mean, yeah, like Sally and myself, I guess, have written songs with other people, but I guess Holly hasn't as much. But I think we all find it quite challenging to write together in a group, and particularly lyrics and stuff like that. But I think it's been a really enjoyable thing for all of us, yeah.
Last question. Midnight Oil just did a secret show at Marrickville Bowler.
Yes. Did you go to that?
Sadly, no. I was at the ACO instead.
But did you know about
I did,
it?
yeah.
How did you know about it? I was wanting to know.
People who know people. Someone
I know
ran into
people,
someone on the street.
I didn't know.
You just don't know the right people. Now, the person I heard it from ran into someone on the street who said, hey, you hear about this? And so I was told and I couldn't make it.
Oh, wow.
But I'm thinking...
Lucky you.
Well, lucky, except I missed it. But where would your secret warm-up gig be?
Probably your lounge room, would you have me? Oh, is this your lounge room? It's a grand record collection.
I'll pop into the kitchen and get you a tea.
I don't know I don't think I'm going to do a warm-up. I think I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to jump right in. And Castlemaine is the first show, so they're going to get a real ride.
Thanks for coming on the show, Sarah.
No, thanks for having me.